How's it going, everyone? And about a month ago, I received my copy of Animal Crossing New Horizons. And I've actually been planning on a Dream Villager list well before I actually started the game. Currently on my island, I have Dom the sheep, Pashmina the goat, Filbert the squirrel, Kit the kangaroo, and Wendy the sheep, and Chops the pig. And I'm planning to get new villagers, so I'm also planning to kick them out, just not yet. Except maybe Chops, because I don't like him. And so, as you can see here, this is my Dream Villager list. I wanted to have the idea of having 5 female characters and 5 male characters, and at least 1 for each personality type. In here, the personality types that have more than 1 villager for are Jock and Snooty. So, today I'll be going over my Dream Villager list for Animal Crossing New Horizons. The first member of this list is Hazel, a sisterly or Uchi squirrel with a large unibrow. And the main reason why I picked her is because a lot of people tend to dislike her because of that. Well, I know of a squirrel who, in my opinion, is even worse than Hazel, Ricky, who is my least favorite squirrel, mainly because of that, how strange he looks. I mean, the brow on him, it looks goofy on him, and so does his mouth, and his eyes are big too close together. Hazel, though, is different. I mean, the sisterly personality is one that I tend to like because villagers are often rather kind. And it's also the one with the fewest number of villagers, with only 23 of them. It's mostly because it's one of the newer personalities, the other one being Smug, which I'll go over a bit later. In short, I like Hazel because I think her unibrow looks great, and also because of her personality. Next up is Antonio, a Juck anteater. And the main reason why I want him is because I wanted an anteater on my island, and the best looking one is Antonio. He seems to be like the most normal looking of them. Remind me of a giant anteater, to be honest. And probably be either him or Sprocket will probably replace Dom. Whichever one I find first is gonna replace someone else if I have free spots. The one I find second is gonna, like, once Dom moves out, I'm gonna hunt for the other one. But I mean, I like anteaters. They're unique looking animals, and Antonio is the best one of them, so that's why I decided to pick him. Next is Eugene, and he's the only marsupial of this list, and also the only smug marsupial character. The marsupials consist of kangaroos and koalas. Villagers, to be specific. I think he looks great. He actually does look like his personality. And I've also known him for quite some time thanks to Zach Scott Games having him. Yes, he started to dislike Eugene once he found out that he fixed Cat, another villager in his new Leaf Town, stereo. Since then, he has always had some sort of dislike for Eugene. However, I think he's a great looking koala. He's probably as cool as a koala can ever get. And the fact that he was the first smug character, smug villager I got to know of, makes me have a soft spot for him. Next is Marina, a normal octopus, and she's the only female octopus in the franchise so far. I would like to see some more female octopi in the future, because there's very unique looking villagers. I mean, the only invertebrates villagers, the only ones that walk on more than two limbs, and the only fully aquatic villagers, makes them super unique, and my favorite of them is Marina. I also wanted a normal villager on this list, and Marina was like the best of the normals. So there she is. The next one is Roscoe, and he is a cranky horse with black fur. And he's a literal representation of Dark Horse, and also kind of reminds me of the chess piece, a black horse-shaped chest piece. Also got a rather unique name, and I mean, he's the only cranky horse in the entire series, so I've got to put him here. He's also the only one of the 10 who is a domesticated animal, by the way. Next up is Drago, and he's a lazy alligator that looks like a dragon, specifically a Chinese dragon, as far as I'm aware. I love these unique villagers that actually look like real life or legendary creatures. And some other good examples are Tucker, who resembles a woolly mammoth, Phoebe, who resembles a phoenix, and Savannah, who resembles a zebra. Has a resemblance to a zebra. Drago is an alligator, and I wanted to have another non-mammalian. Okay. I didn't want to have entirely mammal characters on my list. And he's also the only lazy character, so on here, and therefore I think he's a great looking gator. Next is Judy, and the most recent of the 10. And she's a snooty cub with fur that can range from purple to blue, as far as I'm aware. She just looks so adorable. And she's also a popular character among the fans. I wanted to have a new character on this list, and yes, I know, Megan is less liked than Judy, but I can't resist Judy. So put her on this list because of her unique appearance. Now we're going into the top 3 of my list, and Sprocket is next. He is a great looking ostrich. I mean, he's a robo ostrich, which makes him super unique, and one of only 2 villagers in AC and H that actually looks like a normal ostrich, the other one being Sandy. Sprocket, though, is just such a cool bird to have around, and because of that, I put him on the list. I mean, is there any way that you can actually dislike Sprocket? Because it's hard for that to be the case. Unless you're not a big fan of the more unnatural looking animals, that is. Agent S is 9th, and she is the peppy character on my list. She's a squirrel that actually looks so unique. I love the fact that she resembles a Power Ranger, though also a race car driver. And she's one of the more cool looking peppy characters. There's some other great ones like Audie and Bianca, but Agent S is very underrated, and I think that she deserves more attention. I have her as a dreamy because she deserves more attention. And finally is my favorite villager of all time, Emilia. Like with Eugene, Emilia has been a villager that I've known for a while now, thanks to Zach Scott Games. And there's some other cool things. In case you're wondering, I have a younger sister named Emilia, and therefore I also like Emilia for that reason. And she has got a red head. And red is my favorite color. And that's not all to this unique eagle. She's actually one of the more underrated characters, and she shares a birth sign and a birthday month with me. My birthday is November 8th. Hers is listed as November 19th. Vix have both a birthday in November and a Scorpio. When I first found that out, I was happier ever and made my love for Emilia grow. She's got a lot of reasons to why I love her. Nostalgia of YouTube. One of only 2 female eagles in the entire game. Shares a name with a family relative. Shares a birth sign and birthday month with me. She's just so perfect. And I really want to see more love for her, because she's such a cool eagle. And so, this is my dream villager list. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.